decisions that would actually not just improve their life but also their community. We've been able to bring in interesting partners who have supported us along the way, right? If you see this journey, like what you see is just like different threads that kind of like coming together. So that's for me has shown how connected we are, because at the end of the day, like, you can actually have an idea to do something amazing, but with the right, let me use what, fabrics and thread, you can weave in something so beautiful. And I really believe that in this life, like beyond TEDx Lagos, like we are all connected in different ways. Even if you are based here in Nigeria or you are based in Canada, wherever part of the world you are, we're actually connected in one way or the other. So yeah.
So it's 10 years from the first edition.
Yes.
Tell us, how do you feel?
I feel really good. Being honest with you, Oshodi, I feel really good. It's been a very beautiful journey. I was just, thinking to myself that, oh my goodness, like it's 10. This thing started from like a very simple idea of like, why don't we have, talks like this, in Nigeria, spotlighting remarkable people on our platform to the rest of the world. And it just had like a very simple thought. And then, the application went in, and from TEDx Bagada, first year, like TEDx Lagos now 10 years, like I never expected it to...
Never expected it.
True. I never expected it to even actually grow like this, and but honestly, my current feeling, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the fact that we've been able to grow this with a very, very interestingly amazing team of people who have given their time, their efforts, and even partners who actually believe in us, and even speakers who agree to come on our platform. From the first year when we were just TEDx Bagada, just starting out this very simple, cute event, and then we're like, oh, do you want to come and speak? And then people actually said yes, and then people actually attended, and then 10 years later, it's been growing and growing, and we're just grateful and very happy and very, very proud of the work that the team has done over the years. So it's been a very good time, and I'm very happy.
Remember your first TEDx video that you ever watched?
Oh,
we have plenty TEDx.
Yes. I would have to really, really think back, because I've seen a lot.
So tell us the one that stands out.
That I remember. Then, like years ago. I think that would be The Danger of a Single Story by Chimamanda. I remember that talk, and I was like, goodness, this was beyond it being like, beyond the delivery being like really good, the content of it, the essence of the message was actually very powerful. Especially when you are based on the continent like
Africa,
like you almost like you daily have to make people realize that there are different versions to everything. So that talk has always been a favorite. It's actually still a favorite. I have a few, but that talk, I remember it so well. I don't think it was my first, but it was one that really, really, really has stayed with me years after. And it's actually a talk that is still like forever. Like it's a gift that keeps giving in any situation, either in any place you are, So yeah.
So we have TEDx Lagos, we have TEDx Adewunmi, we have TEDx. TEDx is TEDxing everywhere.
Yeah, growing.
How does that make you feel?
Very good question. So beyond beyond my role as a TEDx Lagos convener, curator, and all that, I'm also the TEDx ambassador in Africa, right? So I am very familiar with a lot of TEDx organizers around the continent, but also around Lagos, specifically even in Nigeria. Like they're actually quite a lot. But the thing that we have to realize is that the platform is such a powerful platform. The TED platform is so unique. It brings in amazing people to come and share their ideas that will transform people's minds, people's lives, right? And because it's a license-based program, right? So organizers from all around the world actually have opportunity to actually apply to get this license. So even if we have TEDx Ajegunle, TEDx Ikeja, TEDx University of Lagos, TEDx Port Harcourt, TEDx Abuja, even if I had these organizers around, it's actually a good thing, because it's I would say localizes the ideas from these communities and then pushes them out globally. So it's a very good thing, and I'm actually very happy, because the more TEDx organizers we have, the better. Like I'm happy. Like it's a
the
good
less
thing.
pressure you have.
I mean not pressure, but like it's just a good thing to have like more like beautiful ideas, spreading from different parts of the country.
Wow.
So it's a good thing.
Now, what's the impact that is 10 years? It's a decade. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
What's the impact that you have seen that TEDx has had on a lot of people who've attended, who've spoken? What have the impact you've seen?
So, I feel like if I start, I will not be able to finish just because I'll start. I'll be okay.
So that we can become a spark.
So, honestly, like, the impact has been tremendous. Like, I mean, and I feel like the reason myself, my team, we keep doing this year in, year out is because the impact is not just felt by us individually, but also we're seeing the ripple effects, generally across board. So I'm just going to give a couple of examples that are currently sticking out.
Okay.
Very simple ones. I remember, I think our first TEDx Bagada, we had Mark Essien speak. Beautiful talk. Mark is an amazing individual. And his conversation was something about leapfrogging, tech and all that. Very, very profound conversation that I believe is still relevant up till now. That talk is still so important up till now, which, by the way, just plugging that in, go and watch that talk. And then we had an attendee called Uche, who was just an attendee at the event, just came, and I don't even think I met him officially that year, but I think the next year or the next 2 years or so, we were planning for the same events later, and then we were looking for people who places where we could actually get something like food for the audience. So we typically try to source for interesting meals for our people. And so we saw this platform called Small Chops or NG, and so we reached out to them because in Nigeria there's no party without small chops. So we reached out to them and said, hey, hi, we're from this. We actually want to get small chops from your company. And then the guy just paused and was like, oh wow. I was like, okay, what's the matter? I was like, do you know that it was a year ago or so, I was at your event at TEDx Bagada. And that event, I had the opportunity to meet Mark Essien during the break time. And I spoke to him about an idea I had. And then he, told me what to do, kind of encouraged me and explained some things to me. And because then Mark was running this company called Hotels or NG.
Yeah, but...
And then that conversation, the fact that they had it and all that, ended up giving birth to what was called Small Chops or NG, which ended up becoming a huge Small Chops brand. Huge. And I was shocked. By the way, he came back that year to sponsor our meal. So he ended up giving us free small chops for everybody. Yeah. So that was so good because
paying it forward.
But even something that you can't really plot that kind of conversation. Do you get what I'm saying? Graph. You can't plot that graph. So that's actually one major impact. And then Uche has gone on to lead different food brands in Nigeria, and he just got married. And big congratulations, by the way. But just seeing that, that's just Uche. Let me now talk away from business. Let me bring it up to the emotional side, right? Okay. Isabella. Yes. Okay. She met her husband at TEDx Lagos.
Yeah, I had this.
That was so cool. We are
it's a meetup now.
It's a meetup now. We're not a matchmaking company, but guess what? As in, because of the kind of community that we have built and amazing people who come, things like this happen. Love, Cupid is in the air.
Love at TEDx.
Love at TEDx.
So we should have TEDx relationships.
We should consider that. We should consider that. Interestingly, last year we had a talk called we had a talk by the amazing celebrity couple Ibrahim and Linda Ejiofor, which was actually about love. So that was so sweet. And so we're seeing that there's a space there where people can
for love, for business, for tech.
Love, business, tech, innovation. And and just generally those are just two examples actually currently are top of mind, and these are things that just a small part of the impact that has happened and has grown over the years. Is it people who have met business relationship partners? Okay. Is it organizations who have partnered with each other and actually gone on to collaborate? Because our audience is a very interesting mix of founders,
business
owners, policymakers, government officials, students, just a very interesting mix, even executives and all. That mix actually always helps because you never really know who's actually in the crowd that would, increase the conversation that you are having to a totally different level. So
walk us through the process of curating speakers, because it's a lot of work having to pick the right speakers.
Yeah, it is but it's a very big job that I don't think my team and I take for granted. Okay. We do have a speaker curation team who actually helps out with that entire process, and it's simple publicly, but it's a lot at the back of the curtain. So we typically put out a call for speakers, so people to nominate speakers if you want to speak at TEDx Lagos. Then our team also goes out to actually look for very interesting, ideas that they believe should be spotlighted, on our stage. So yes, and then the part of like curating and coaching them and getting them ready for their big day, it's something that
so
we
how
also
do you
take
coach?
very. I think what we've adopted is a method that is more individualistic in nature. Okay. So it depends on.
So I asked this because the global TEDx is you have to coach, you have to have the how you're looking at the camera, how you're not smiling. How have you been able to make it an Africanize it in our setting?
I mean, you'll be amazed that people are, when it comes to like people wanting to like, when they find out they're actually about to give their TEDx talk, people are actually very willing to like I would say practice, and spend some time going through their lines, their drafts multiple times, rewriting, doing rehearsal. Like people actually put in a lot of work. Any talk you see on our stage at TEDx Lagos, that speaker has gone through a lot of work.
Share with me and share with Lagos, Nigeria. Share with me the BTS behind this thing. When they are writing the lines, some speakers they already have what they want to say in their head.
I know. I feel like the behind the scene is always not the easiest because it's always a bit messy because there's that part where you're like having to edit the talk, edit the first draft, the second draft, and then you keep on going until you then frame something that really works. But the beautiful thing is that our speakers know that our speaker creation team has their back, because they know that at the end of the day that we want this particular talk to be the best talk you've ever had in your life. So the speakers are always very accommodating and actually willing to like say, okay, fine, I know that you are prepping me because you want me to give this best talk. And TED Talks now, they're there forever.
Yes,
you can't just like not put them up. They're there, and then 20 years talk is still there.
Yes,
so you want to look back and say, this talk I gave, it made sense, and I also had a very good delivery. So speakers, our speakers they're amazing. They've been very accommodating, and our speaker creation team are just the best people.
So I think the one that I loved was between Mrs. Ikwo Uko and her daughter.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, the synergy was seamless.
That was a good one.
It was like okay. After that, I ran away. But
that was a good one. That was actually our first ever duo talk.
Yeah,
prior to then, that was like 90th, so that was like last year. We had never done a duo talk. A duo talk is actually when you have like two speakers on stage speaking at the same time together in unison. It's a very hard talk to pull off because if there's no good synergy and rapport and that like seamlessness, you just have something a bit chaotic and you're wondering what are we doing here. So that was a very good talk, and I really love both of them. They are just amazing people in life and also in the work that they do.
People. Now, so when is Mercy going to give her own TEDx? I intentionally did that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
When the time is right.
TEDx Lagos people are hearing me as I am putting her. It's time for her to curate her own conversation.
When the time is right. I mean, we do. Honestly, I do receive a good number of invitations to give TEDx talks, and I don't take it for granted at all. When the time is right, I just feel like timing has not really permitted.
You're shy.
It might also be that I'm shy. It's easy to be at the back and say, come and speak. But when you are in front, But honestly, I don't think for me, it's beyond the shyness. It's actually, I think, timing and all that. But when it's time, I'm sure you will know. And you will come for that talk live.
How do you measure success for an event that's about ideas rather than product? Because we're in the knowledge economy and we're not selling, we're selling ideas.
Yes.
And some would say, yes, ideas rule the world. That's the theme for TEDx. But for here at home is, you're not selling products, you're selling ideas. And my people tell you that idea, a dime and a dozen. How would it generate us money?
So that's a very good question because I know that it is a conversation that a lot of people, especially when we just started, by the way, there was that whole thing about quantifying, what you're doing and saying, okay, fine, how many people came and did use this and whatever. But the thing is that what we've gotten to learn for like a decade now is that the beautiful thing about a tiny idea is that it has a way of propelling something so interesting in your mind that pushes you to create that product or that service. And case in point, Uche, right? It was an idea, and then the product came. It became a business. We have a lot more conversations like that of people who have come and listened and used what they heard to create those products. So that's how we actually been able to measure in that capacity. And then we also, find ways to like collate a number of this data from our attendees and also our community.
The Signals on 91.3, we're discussing Woven Together with Mercy Akamo, the founder and convener of TEDx Lagos, and a beautiful team who are doing video. And it's one that I should send Dominic out of the studio, but it's a very nice young man, so I had to. If you have questions, comments, you can send us a WhatsApp message, 0809-234-5913. Send us a WhatsApp message, 0809-234-5913. You can call us 0704-700-7913 or 0704-700-9913. Signals Lagos, where we speak, where we go. We're not selling market. That market is 10 to 10. For now, we're discussing Woven Together. So far, so when is it happening?
So this year's event,
I keep talking. TEDx can be very
ideas
worth spreading.
Yes, ideas worth spreading. Now we've even changed it to ideas change everything, because it's true. It's true. So this year's event is happening November 1st at the newly relaunched National Theatre, actually now known as the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and Creative Arts. So we're very excited to host you there. So that's it. Okay, that's the date.
It's happening November 1. It's not always happening.
It's true, it happened November
1. So what do you expect to see?
So this year,
yes,
which is something I did not mention at first, we're collaborating with TED, the TED New
Global
York team.
TED.
Yes, the Global TED.
Nice.
Yes. We've gotten a number of collaborations with them in the past, which we don't take for granted. This particular one is very special.
What makes it special?
Yeah, because it's under the initiative called the TEDx Global Idea Search. So what TED did this year was to partner with, I think, 6 to 7 organizers around the world, like six of their best organizers around the world globally from different continents, to help like co-create different speakers from these regions who would go on to give a TED talk in Vancouver, Canada. So like we internally at TEDx call it the big TED, so it's a very big deal. So what they've been doing is that they've been traveling all around the world. I know that they were at Chicago, they were at Jordan, and I think they're going to Sydney, and then they're actually coming to Lagos on the 1st. So what had happened before now was that there was a call that they put out to everyone in Nigeria or in Africa, and said, hey, do you want to give a TED talk? Yes.
I did not finish
you did not finish. Oh, you should have finished it. You should have given you a TED talk now.
I did not finish it. I thought it was on my system for like weeks.
You should have finished it. So what happened was a lot of people actually applied, an amazing application. So that application was then drilled down to 10 amazing ideas from the already big number of amazing ideas. So those 10 speakers would now come on TEDx Lagos stage November 1st to give these TED Talks, or to give these TEDx Talks. And then at the end of the day, one speaker would then be selected that would then go off to Vancouver. So they are doing that all around the continent. So it's actually a very big deal.
To talk.
I know this one I don't want. This one is us that are ensuring that we are actually hosting, and I'm very happy. This one we're really rooting for the person who will speak from here, because this person will go on and represent Nigeria actually on the continent, because we're the only event on the continent that was selected. So no
and
pressure.
To the world. Okay,
go.
Now you worked with thinkers, artists, innovators, inventors. What's the one common trait among these truly impactful speakers? I said you're coming, huh? Yeah, tell me.
I would say their resilience attitude or their resilience nature. It's easy for someone to be able to dream up something to do, to be a,
dreamer.
To be a dreamer, But like being able to go at it, even when it's not working, then try again, reiterate, try again. I feel like the thread I've seen is that every single one of them is very, very, very resilient. Yeah, beyond the fact that they're extremely smart people. So
Nigerians are smart people.
Very smart.
So don't do that.
What very smart.
Give me one story. One Nigerian story that has touched you deeply, that brought tears to your eyes.
Let me contextualize it. What's story generally, or story like
the 10 years of story
all our 10 years
that you have been hearing.
Hey God, this one is a very, very, I have to think. Okay, so one story.
Or two stories.
I'm even trying to think of one. Because a lot. There was a particular.
It's okay. She's still thinking.
I'm still booting.
But while she's booting, the signals on 91.3 Lagos. Be booting.
I'm booting.
And if you have questions, comments, call us 0704 100 7913 or 0704 700 9913. If you have questions, we're discussing Woven together. It's going to be happening November. She has finally booted. It's happening November 1. So, Mercy, tell us one story, two story.
One. Let me start with one.
Go ahead.
So there's this particular talk that happened. I think was it 2019. And it was by the speaker called we call her Antonia.
Okay.
And it was a very deep talk. That was about her personal life, how she survived like abuse and all that. And I feel like the whole room was like
in shock,
but also like it just left us speechless. And just to see how she has moved from that phase to where she is now, being an advocate, and how even up to now she's still pushing. So that I remember that talk because it actually really I did share a tear or two that day. Yeah, and we've had other ones that have happened in like that have touched me in like different ways. I know, but I remember Antonia's talk for that particular reason.
Okay, amplifying African stories in the Gen Z era. Please, are we going to have a lot of Gen Zs?
Oh, we will.
Okay.
We will.
We have a lot of stories to share.
We will have.
Now, having to amplify African stories, general, because we keep having stories. Yes. Stories generate every day.
Yeah.
How do you think that these stories would put us on the map? We're already on the map.
Yeah.
But how would it best put us more on the map?
So, 10 years ago, if I have to plot it or connect these dots backwards, right?
Yeah.
I would say that 10 years ago, when we started, there was this whole conversation of like, wanting to spotlight African ideas globally, positively and all that, right? Which has always been a thing. Right now, we're like leveraging that. But one thing I've noticed from then till now is that Africa is no longer a conversation that is like on the sideline and all that. It's not like on the like table, like while like on front burner is like a very important part. And I think that a huge part of that is because we're telling our stories more. We're very bold. We're actually being a lot more vocal. We're actually spotlighting the amazing things that we have. The fact that we're all really, really, really smart. The fact that we have like the best natural resources. The fact that we have the best people. The best food, if I say so myself, the best fashion, the best music. I mean, you've been seeing what Afrobeat is doing around the world. Like, all this is just majorly because we're telling our stories more. And our own work is to amplify these stories and push them out as much as possible so the whole world gets to see and know and understand how, amazing we are as a people.
How has TEDx shaped you, professionally and personally?
I should ask you. 10 years ago, Mercy and this Mercy.
She's still forever smiling. That's one.
It's true. It's true.
But why are you asking me?
I don't know. I have to flip it. Flip the question. Flip it.
So You really want me to answer that question?
Do I?
Well, yes. I don't know how to do this, so let's just. So I have seen you stay the course. Right, stay the course. The one time I saw you, and I think it was last year. I think that time I had your time. Was when you were sharing about your mom and her prayers, and I was like, okay, she has backing. Right, but so far seeing that person, that somebody I referred to, I said, oh, you need to really watch out for her, stay the course.
Yeah,
thank you
so much for sharing that. Honestly, TEDx has shaped me positively in a huge way when it comes to the professional side of life.
Yes.
And I'll say even generally, you cannot create something like this, interact with people like our audience and our speakers, and not be better off for it. The thing is that when you rub minds with very smart people, you at some point you have to become smart too, or smarter, So true. I feel like it's been a very positive journey for me personally.
Okay.
I have become better for it. Is it at the work I do? Is it at the impact that we make? TEDx has been a very, very good thing for me. So, and maybe that's why we're still here 10 years down the line.
Okay, another 15 years down the line, what should we say? You want to pass the baton?
I mean, at that point, like, there's either like to be a succession plan, because at the end of the day, you want to keep it going. You want it to last to outlast what you're doing, or so you want to keep having that move. And but I mean, 15 years is a long time. That would be 25 years. I mean, 5 years we'll still keep pushing in different capacities.
Why do I feel that you want to run away?
It's not like that. It's not running. I think it's more from like different capacities. We've had team members who have come on the team as volunteers, then become core team members, then become advisory board. So it's like, so they're like different ways that we all contribute. So
you led me into the team. There's an amazing.
We have a very
strong team.
We do.
For years. Has that been like working with all of them because we see them?
Yes. It's been amazing. It's been personally, it's been such a blessing. And to be able to have help that is timely, but also have help of people who are not just happy to do, like, to contribute their time, but are also very skilled. So yes, I'll say we've been blessed with that. We have built this with people who love what we're doing. They support us. Like, they are part of the fabric, because I feel like without the team, there would never be a TEDx Lagos. I don't think we would have lasted this long. A lot of people have come through the program and gone. Some people have jakbad, some people have jakbadad, some people have gotten married, some people have given birth, some people came as guests. They just came as an attendee, and then they joined the team, and then they became team leads, then they became like core team. So we've seen that transition, and it's been a beautiful journey, and we do not take it for granted. So shout out to TEDx Lagos team and TEDx Bagada team. You guys rock, and thank you so much, and God bless you.
So what has the team taught you? The leadership lessons?
Oh my goodness, a lot.
Start counting.
Oh, when you have to manage a team of people that have different strengths, different capacity, different like just people that come from different places, and at times you could have a whole team of like over 100. At times you could have a small team of like 20. When you have to like manage that number of people, you learn the importance of wisdom in relating with people. You learn the importance of patience. You also learn, I think personally, I have learned to be apply to be a bit more patient. I've also learned that people are inspired by how inspired you are when you're a leader. So when you're not inspired, it can almost cause a dip. So you have to be inspired. Also create a team or a structure in a way that this inspiration outlives even when you don't feel inspired at that moment, right? But yeah, I have learned a whole lot from our team, and Yeah, and I feel like a lot of them have even grown to become family, so which is a good thing.
Okay, I like that they've become a family. We'll go on this break and we'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. It's still Lagos Talks 91.3 Signals. Oh my goodness. No, don't cut off my head yet. Just hold on.
No, but I'm enjoying it.
Okay, can we go back? Welcome back to Signals 91.3. Signals Lagos, Lagos Talks 91.3. My name is Adewunmi Oshodi. I still have with me Mercy, who she cannot just give me blue, but we are here together. Now we're discussing woven together. What are the speakers that we should be looking out for this year?
So we have a number of amazing speakers.
Okay.
We have Paul. Paul is actually based in Ghana. He has this very interesting center in Ghana. We have someone that is popularly known as a noisy pediatrician on Instagram. He's no, he's not Aproko. No, he's not Aproko. But this one is actually like, I don't say he's like Aproko, but he's also a medical content creator, but for like young people, for like children. Okay. So he's I'm also looking forward to that talk. We also are bringing back Bovi this year. Bovi spoke, I think, in our first year or second year, so he's coming back again this year, and I'm very excited. We're very, very excited about that particular talk. We have Benita. We have Dr. Kafi. That's the amazing award-winning dancer. Okay. I mean, we have quite a lot. We have Olorunfemi, who is a design innovator. I'm just trying to go through the list in my head.
Which session are you looking forward to?
You know, the thing is that I never ever say it because it will put me in trouble.
You have to put it to your chest.
Yes. It will show bias, and so we have to not be biased. You know, so I'm looking forward to every single session. We have amazing sessions this year. We actually have a sprinkle of surprise towards the last session. So
it's way about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, we have.
Anybody asking me for item 7, we think I'm
in case you don't know, we do have item 7, and if you come early, you would actually get breakfast for free. But we do have item 7. We also have an after party at the end. Just FYI on that. Okay,
all right. Now, 10 years later, 10 years.
10 years later, it's the same way I could not plot what this next 10 years was going to look like during our first year. I think that it's going to be way better than this. The thing about plotting forward is that you can put all the metrics together, but you can't really explain how it's going to end up turning out. But I'm certain that it's going to be a beautiful next decade that would have transformed like what we're doing right now and make it look like, you know, children's play. The beautiful thing is that even as TEDx Lagos, we keep on experimenting, right? Yeah. So even now we're like looking at ways to like solidify the ideas that are being shared and turning them into like actual things that people are able to use. More on that, I don't want to give that away.
Why did you stay the course?
Say again?
Why did you stay the course of TEDx?
Why did I say the cause of TEDx?
Yeah. Just calm down.
I do really, really, really love to be able to bring very interesting conversations together. I feel like at the core of me, like I enjoy a good conversation. Like I'm enjoying this one. This could be a TED Talk, by the way, just FYI. So like I really, so I feel like don't worry, you won't run away. We'll find you. Like we'll find you. So yes, like as Mercy, I really do. I enjoy very good conversations that has a way of like stimulating
your mind.
You know, the mind. So for me, it just feels like the perfect fit, and that has then evolved into bringing very interesting people to share ideas. And also I also like experimenting with the program, and I feel like that has also helped me stay the course. Just last year we became a TEDx Legacy licensed holder. Yeah, thank you. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Which is a big deal. We're like just a very small handful globally that was selected to be on that tier. So I love the experimentation of it, but also I love the fact that we bring in these important conversations and topics on our stage that has a huge and unique power to transform people's minds.
When did you realize that it was more than an event, that's becoming a movement?
I think that would be like the second year, the year of Uche.
Okay.
Because that thing, I was shocked. I was so shocked that changed the way.
Coming?
He has to come. He came last year. He actually spoke last year.
So he has to come. Because we need to come
and see him.
That's your testimonial.
Yeah. So like he actually spoke. He actually did a whole talk last year, which was beautiful.
So it's become a movement.
So that was when it clicked in my head that this thing is no longer an event. It's no longer like a small production, So and then over time we've seen it like transcend and just keep growing.
Finally, what conversations do you want to see happen that would shape the realities of Nigerians? Because we're here, we're your first template. Oh yeah, run us.
Right. Okay. So without giving too much away, because
what conversation do you want to see?
Do I want to see
that would shape realities? That would change the way we see things?
I personally,
it's okay.
I'll say it's more of a perception management part.
Okay.
So I would explain that in this way. As a Nigerian, I know that Nigeria is very unique.
Yeah.
We have our situations, but we also have our upsides that so outweighs the downside. And I would love to see more conversations that would champion a lot more of our upsides, because the truth is that when you travel around the world, is it London? Is it New York City? Is it Dubai? Anywhere you go, every single city, country, continent, they have their own wahala.
Yes.
They just always double on the ones that make them positive, and then they leave out the other one. I remember my first time going to Paka City. I don't want to mention the country.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's so many homeless people on the street. Like, I mean, Lagos is not that bad. Like, it's not. I was just like, what is happening? Like, lots of and a lot of like poverty that I noticed. I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm saying that to say that, but that particular place globally, that is not a conversation, but it's a thing, right? So in Nigeria, I would really want us to
have good PR,
even as a people, like personally, like as Mercy, as as Oshodi, and everyone listening. Like, I would love us to amplify more of our upsides, while still dealing with the downsides that actually needs to get better.
We should raise the good sides of we Nigerians. That's what it is. Well, finally, thank you.
Thank you.
So we're looking forward to seeing you November 1, Abi.
Yes.
At National Theatre. Now elevated to Wale Soyinka.
Yes.
Okay then.
Yes.
One more. If you look back, just look back. What do you see?
I see growth. I see immense growth. I see lots and lots of support that has come in from people's time, people's effort, our partners' finance, our partners' time and effort, and just share like believing in the fact that we're able to do what we said that we wanted to do. So I do see growth. That's what I see backwards now that I'm here. When I was on the journey, I was not seeing any growth. I was just seeing like every day moving, but now I see growth, and I'm very grateful to God for that. And thank you so much. Okay. Please make sure you come for that event.
Okay then, to Dominic and Bumi and to the entire what did I? TEDx Lagos is the convener, Mercy Akamo. To the entire TEDx team, thank you for supporting her. Thank you for supporting the vision and the brand. And yes, there'll be buzz along the way, but thank you for all staying. I think one of the beautiful things is having a good support system to push you very forward. Well, to everyone who's listening, thank you very much. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And thank you for keep sharing stories.
Thank you.
Till we come your way again next week Saturday, like we always see on Signals. Dream again, create opportunities for people, because people will be people. Keep creating opportunities. Have a wonderful week, and God bless. Okay.